Cosmetic surgery has become a popular route for many celebrities seeking enhancements, yet rhinoplasty in particular has earned a notorious reputation for its potential to go wrong. The dramatic shifts in facial features don't just change the way stars look, they can also have lasting effects on their careers and personal identities. From the icons of Hollywood's golden age to today's A-listers, botched nose jobs have served as stark reminders of the unpredictable risks involved in the pursuit of flawlessness. Numerous celebrities, despite their exceptional acting abilities, have undergone rhinoplasty surgeries that left them almost unrecognizable, causing their careers to unravel. These physical changes sparked not just a crisis of identity, but a profound personal struggle as well. As Hollywood's beauty standards grew more rigid and unrelenting, these stars ultimately paid a heavy price for their attempts at transformation. By the end of this video, you'll discover why plastic surgeons regard rhinoplasty as the most complex facial procedure and why even the biggest stars aren't exempt from mishaps. Every surgery carries the potential to transform a life, and sometimes the pursuit of beauty can lead to irreversible consequences. So do you believe that altering a celebrity's appearance can drastically affect their career? If yes, comment 1. If no comment, 0 below. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Enjoy the video and stay tuned as we reveal some truly surprising stories. At number 8 on our list is Marilyn Monroe, one of the most iconic figures in pop culture history. Unlike many others known for controversial or dramatic surgeries, Monroe's case demonstrates how even a subtle alteration can reshape a person's entire image and in turn alter the trajectory of entertainment history. Before she became an internationally recognized name, Marilyn Monroe was Norma Jean Mortensen, a young model with immense potential, but a natural look that didn't quite align with Hollywood's beauty ideals at the time. According to several sources, she underwent a minor rhinoplasty, mainly to refine the tip and smooth the bridge of her nose. The change was so subtle that many might not notice it at first glance. Yet what's remarkable is that this almost invisible adjustment was pivotal in Monroe's complete transformation. Monroe didn't stop at just altering her nose. She combined a series of transformations to shape her new image, dyeing her natural brown hair into a striking platinum blonde, undergoing dental work for a perfect smile, mastering makeup techniques to highlight her features, and just as importantly, refining her body language expressions, voice, and presence. All these elements, supported by her management team and the media, came together to rebirth Monroe not just as a film star, but as a global symbol of beauty, allure, and mystery. What makes Marilyn Monroe's story particularly fascinating is that there were no major surgeries or dramatic changes to her original features. Instead, it was the small, thoughtful, and strategic adjustments that laid the foundation for her iconic persona. Her story proves the power of image. It's not always about making drastic changes, but rather about knowing which parts of yourself to refine and develop in order to truly stand out. Monroe's journey also raises a deeper question about the line between the real person and the public image. Is Norma Jean the true self, or is it Marilyn Monroe? Is the beloved icon a carefully crafted product shaped by Hollywood, or is she the result of a deliberate journey of self-transformation where intelligence and purpose guided her toward crafting her own identity? Ultimately, Rita Hayworth's story is not just about a cosmetic surgery, but a powerful reminder of the immense sacrifices made behind the glamour of the spotlight, where personal identity is often traded to fit the beauty standards of the entertainment industry. It also serves as an important lesson to appreciate and preserve our natural uniqueness in a world that relentlessly pressures conformity. If you agree that protecting personal identity is crucial, leave a 2. If you think otherwise, comment 5. Don't forget to enjoy the video and show your support by subscribing, so I'm motivated to keep creating quality content. Tori Spelling, the daughter of legendary TV producer Aaron Spelling, was once celebrated for her distinctive imperfect beauty, a face that defied the conventional standards of perfection. Raised in the glamorous entertainment world, she was always in the spotlight, with every aspect of her appearance subject to intense scrutiny. In that environment, beauty wasn't merely a perk, it became an unspoken expectation. Tori chose to undergo rhinoplasty as a teenager, opting for a smaller, more refined nose that fit closer to Hollywood's modern beauty standards. While the procedure enhanced her appearance, it also took away a piece of the distinctive charm that once made her stand out among the sea of familiar faces in the entertainment world. Although the surgery didn't lead to any significant aesthetic or health issues, many critics contend that Tori's post-surgery nose made her face appear less natural, almost engineered, and more like the countless other celebrities in the industry. Rather than preserving the unique features that once set her apart, the procedure seemed to erase her individuality. This sparked a broader debate, not only about the effectiveness of cosmetic surgery, but also about the role of personal identity in today's entertainment landscape. Tori openly acknowledged having a nose job, but denied rumors about altering other parts of her face. Her story is more than just another case of cosmetic surgery. It serves as a reflection of the immense pressure faced by those born into fame. In an industry that relentlessly demands physical perfection, the decision to alter one's appearance is never an easy one, especially for someone who has been under the public's gaze since childhood. The media and public have frequently included Tori Spelling in lists of unsuccessful plastic surgeries, despite there being no clear technical failure with the procedure itself. What stands out is that the result wasn't seen as a beauty improvement, but rather as a regrettable sacrifice, one that stripped away the unique personal identity that once made her shine. Tori Spelling's journey stands as a raw and important reminder not all changes in appearance lead to lasting positive outcomes, especially in a world where beauty standards are always evolving. Sometimes it's the very imperfections that contribute to a person's true charm and individuality, a fact often overlooked in the entertainment industry's relentless pursuit of perfection. Next up on our list at number 9 is Ashlee Simpson, the singer who became a defining icon of the early 2000s youth music scene, celebrated for her unique blend of rock and personal style. However, a pivotal moment in her career came in 2006 when Ashlee underwent a controversial rhinoplasty. The procedure didn't just alter her appearance, but it also inadvertently overshadowed the artistic identity she had worked hard to build. While many stars openly discuss their cosmetic surgeries, Ashlee Simpson has never publicly confirmed any changes. However, before and after photos clearly show the transformation from a slightly prominent, characterful nose to a straighter, smaller one, a look more typical of Hollywood. This subtle shift quickly became a focal point for the media and fans, especially as it coincided with her efforts to carve out her own path as an independent artist, stepping out from the large shadow of her famous sister, Jessica Simpson. What made Ashley truly stand out initially was her distinctiveness both in her music and appearance. Her nose, which didn't conform to the typical Hollywood mold, helped her shine in a sea of female artists with similar looks. It wasn't just a defining feature, it became a symbol of the individuality she embraced. When she chose to change it, many felt it was as though she was trying to blend in with the mainstream, losing the very trait that had made her unique in the first place. Furthermore, the timing of her surgery added to the controversy. It came during a difficult phase in Ashley's career, particularly after the infamous lip-syncing incident on Saturday Night Live. The public began questioning the authenticity of her artistry, and the change in her appearance only intensified those doubts. Her father, Joe Simpson, made a telling comment. "You only need two eyes to see what happened," which only fueled the speculation surrounding her decisions. While Ashley's new nose was generally considered more symmetrical and prettier by conventional standards, the cost was significant. Many longtime fans felt she had lost the essence of what made her unique, not just in appearance, but in her spirit and style. A frequent comment at the time was, "I loved her old nose because it made her stand out. Now she just looks like another Hollywood starlet." Ashley Simpson's story is a clear example of how deeply appearance and artistic identity are intertwined. Sometimes changes in one's looks aren't just about enhancing physical features, they also shift how the public perceives the artist. When a change disrupts that connection, the cost isn't just about altering a feature like the nose, it's about losing a piece of the personality that initially captured the audience's heart. Rita Hayworth, a Hollywood legend of the 1930s and 1940s, is a classic example of how personal identity was sacrificed to meet the dominant beauty standards of the time. Born Margarita Carmen Cancino with Spanish-Irish roots, she had distinct Mediterranean features. Yet as she entered the film industry, she was pushed to drastically change her appearance, from altering her name and plucking her hairline, to raise her forehead, to undergoing rhinoplasty, all in an effort to erase ethnic markers and create a more all-American image. Though these transformations helped Rita rise to the peak of her career, becoming the beauty icon of her era, she admitted the cost was too steep. In a heartfelt confession, Rita shared that while she didn't regret the technical aspects of the surgery, what troubled her more was the feeling of losing herself. Her pain wasn't just about the physical changes, it was the profound sense of losing her cultural roots and personal identity, which were deeply embedded in who she was. Rita Hayworth's story not only highlights the intense pressures of the entertainment industry, but also serves as a cautionary tale from an era when diversity was overshadowed by uniform beauty standards. Her new image after surgery inadvertently set a precedent, pushing many other artists from diverse backgrounds to alter their looks to gain acceptance. Her rhinoplasty became a symbol of cultural assimilation, a loss that was both personal and systemic, with repercussions that still resonate today. In sixth place is Donatella Versace, a globally renowned fashion icon and the formidable heiress of the Versace empire. Her career and public image have long been associated with power, a strong personality, and an unmistakable style. However, Donatella's story also reflects the endless cycle of cosmetic surgery, particularly through multiple nose surgeries over the years. Originally, Donatella had a distinctive Mediterranean nose that complemented her sharp features and Italian elegance. This natural trait was part of her unique charm. However, under the constant pressure of the fashion industry's rigid beauty standards, She underwent several nose surgeries. What's particularly concerning is that each surgery seemed intended to address issues caused by the previous one, creating a continuous damaging cycle. Each procedure removed more tissue and cartilage, weakening the nose's structure and leading to deformities. Recent photos reveal that Donatella's nostrils appear tight and visibly distorted, with signs of her nasal bridge collapsing, clear evidence of a nose that has undergone too many unsuccessful surgeries. A plastic surgeon once explained, "Multiple surgeries remove the protective cushioning layer, making the nose thinner and weaker, causing collapse and deformities that are difficult to repair." Donatella's case is a prime example of this warning. Donatella has openly discussed her appearance in an interview with The Guardian, saying, "It's not hereditary like this," referring to how her nose no longer maintains its original natural beauty. However, she has kept the specifics of her surgeries private. Despite being the subject of numerous cosmetic disaster articles and unwanted public scrutiny, Donatella's story reflects the harsh pressures of the fashion world, where beauty standards are never-ending. She is both a trendsetter and a figure who endures the relentless pressure to conform to industry standards regardless of the toll it takes on her health and personal image. Despite all the changes to her appearance and the criticism, Donatella Versace has shown remarkable resilience, continuing to grow the family's fashion empire and remain a prominent figure in the global fashion scene. Her story is a testament to strength amid constant pressure and a reminder of the value of natural beauty and the importance of balance when it comes to cosmetic surgery. LaToya Jackson. The sister of the legendary Michael Jackson experienced a similar journey of nose surgeries, making several adjustments to narrow the wide nose that was characteristic of the Jackson family. Although her nose initially suited her face, after multiple surgeries starting in the 1980s, LaToya's nasal structure began to suffer significant damage, causing her nostrils to collapse and lose their natural shape. The pressure from the Jackson family, especially the intense control over image and harsh criticism from her father Joseph Jackson, created immense stress that pushed LaToya to conform to rigid beauty standards. She once shared, "In my family, appearance is everything," reflecting the immense toll maintaining a certain image had on her psyche throughout her surgery journey. LaToya Jackson's case stands as a stark example of the serious consequences of excessive cosmetic surgery, particularly rhinoplasty. Ongoing procedures not only affect one's appearance, but can also damage respiratory function and disrupt daily comfort. It's a story of resilience, self-esteem, and the quest to reclaim personal identity in a high-pressure environment, serving as a warning about the dangers of becoming addicted to cosmetic surgery. Her story also reveals a tragic pattern within the Jackson family, where many siblings underwent similar transformations, seemingly rejecting the natural features that represented their African-American heritage. This serves as a heartbreaking commentary on the complex issues of race beauty and self-acceptance in the entertainment industry. In fourth place is the legendary comedian Joan Rivers, who made her relationship with cosmetic surgery, especially multiple nose surgeries, a key part of both her image and comedic style. Unlike many stars who keep their procedures private, Rivers was open about her surgeries and incorporated them into her personal brand. Her famous quote, "I've had so much plastic surgery that when I die they can use my body to make Tupperware," humorously reflected how she used humor to cope with public criticism. Originally, Joan Rivers had a large, prominent nose that was a clear reflection of her Jewish heritage. Over the years, as she spent more time in the public eye, she underwent numerous surgeries to slim down her nose. However, the end result was a stiff, narrow, and distinctly artificial look. What sets Rivers' story apart is how she turned pride in her surgeries into a tool to weaponize her choices, using humor to deflect the criticism. She once quipped, "I've had so much plastic surgery that if I just cut myself on paper, I'd lose half my face." As she grew older, her nose became so narrow that the tip eventually collapsed, showing visible signs of the multiple surgeries. Over time, her face became increasingly tight, losing much of its natural character, something Rivers herself openly acknowledged. She famously said, "I wish I had a twin so I could see what I would look like if I hadn't had surgery." Beyond her physical transformation, Rivers' story sheds light on the deeper psychological complexities behind her numerous nose surgeries. Despite being a successful and respected figure in the comedy world, she struggled with insecurities about her appearance. In one candid revelation she shared, "I was so ugly that people sent my picture to the Ripley's Believe It or Not show, and they sent it back because they couldn't believe it." This glimpse into her personal struggle serves as a reminder that even those who openly joke about their appearance can still be deeply affected by insecurity. This demonstrates that even those who make light of their cosmetic surgeries can still be deeply affected by insecurities. While many stars might view failed surgeries as disasters, Joan Rivers embraced her changes and turned them into a unique career advantage. Her story serves as another cautionary tale about how nose surgery can alter one's identity, for better or worse. Ranked third on the list is Lil' Kim, the legendary rapper and fashion icon of the 1990s, who became known for her noticeable and controversial facial changes, particularly through multiple nose surgeries, that drastically transformed her appearance from her original look. When Lil' Kim first entered the hip-hop scene, she embodied the natural beauty typical of African Americans, with a wide nose that complemented her strong, unique features. These traits helped her stand out and shine in a male-dominated rap world where few female artists truly emerged. While her original nose didn't conform to Western beauty standards, it was a crucial element of her iconic image and artistic identity. Over the years, Lil' Kim underwent numerous cosmetic procedures, including several nose revisions. Her nose became narrower, overly refined, and the tip noticeably smaller compared to its natural form. These changes weren't limited to just her nose. She also underwent other procedures such as skin lightening, which made her appearance increasingly unrecognizable compared to her earlier iconic look. The concerning issue, which has garnered significant attention, is the immense pressure Black artists like Lil' Kim face in the entertainment industry to conform to beauty standards that favor lighter skin and European-like features. Narrowing the nose and lightening the skin is not merely a cosmetic change. It symbolizes the systematic erasure of ethnic traits that are integral to both personal identity and the artistry Lil' Kim represents. Her nose surgeries also left clear signs of overcorrection, resulting in an unnatural appearance with the tip collapsing, an indication that too much tissue and cartilage were removed. This not only affected her aesthetics, but also posed potential risks, including respiratory issues and a weakened structural integrity of her nose. Although she rarely provides specifics about her surgeries, Lil' Kim once shared a poignant statement with Newsweek, "All my life men have told me I wasn't pretty enough," offering a glimpse into the complex societal pressures that influenced her decision to alter her appearance. Once celebrated for creating her own unique beauty standard in an industry that is both rigid and male-dominated, Lil' Kim's dramatic transformation stands as a clear example of how nose surgery can be a double-edged sword. It served as both a tool to reinvent herself and, unfortunately, a path to losing the very traits that made her famous and defined her iconic image. In second place is perhaps the most famous story in the history of nose surgery, one that completely changed the course of a life. Jennifer Grey, the beloved actress known for her role as Baby in the classic film Dirty Dancing, 1987. Not only did her nose surgery change her appearance, but it also nearly derailed her career, which was at its peak at the time. Before the surgery, Jennifer Grey had a distinctive nose with a slightly crooked bridge, a feature that was full of character and charm. While it didn't fit the Hollywood beauty standards of the era, it was precisely this uniqueness that made her stand out and left a lasting impression. This nose helped define the character of Baby the sweet, innocent girl in Dirty Dancing, a role that turned Jennifer into a global star. In the early 1990s, Jennifer Grey decided to undergo nose surgery to remove the crooked bridge and make her nose smaller and more refined in line with contemporary beauty standards. While the result was technically a better appearance, this change caused her to lose the unique character and recognizability that had once made her stand out. The new nose was too perfect, obscuring the distinct features that had defined her identity. The transformation was so drastic that even her closest friends didn't recognize Jennifer Grey when she made her first public appearance after the surgery. She later shared with the media, "I went into the operating room as a famous person, but came out as a nobody." Jennifer described the surgery as the most horrific experience of her life, and it became a sad reminder of how actors can be admired one day and forgotten the next, simply because of a change in their appearance. The new nose erased the unique feature that had helped her stand out among the many stars in Hollywood, a place where individuality can sometimes be more valuable than perfection. After the surgery, Jennifer Grey faced continual rejections from producers and directors for major roles as she no longer left the same strong impression she once did. Jennifer Grey once shared that she had read an article in which another actress bluntly remarked, "I will never have nose surgery because Jennifer Grey did, and now she's almost invisible on screen." This comment served as a harsh wake-up call for her, underscoring the high price of losing one's identity in the glamorous yet ruthless entertainment industry. At the top of this list is Michael Jackson, whose series of nose surgeries not only represents one of the most famous cases of botched rhinoplasty, but also stands as one of the most tragic examples of how body dysmorphia and plastic surgery addiction can slowly destroy both appearance and health. Jackson started with a wide, flat nose that was characteristic of African Americans, a feature that naturally harmonized with his facial structure. His first nose surgery is believed to have been the result of an injury from a dance rehearsal in the early 1980s. However, this marked the beginning of a long series of surgeries over the years, gradually making his nose slimmer and reshaped ultimately to the point where it became so severely damaged that it was unrecognizable and could no longer function properly. By the 1990s, Michael Jackson's nose had become alarmingly narrow, with the tip pinched and clear structural issues. Over time, this worsened, with his nose seemingly collapsing inward, leading many experts to believe that he had to use a prosthetic nose tip to maintain its shape. Former staff members revealed that Jackson sometimes used flesh-colored tape to secure his nose and often struggled with breathing. The most heartbreaking aspect of Jackson's story is the psychological factor that fueled his series of surgeries. Many experts believe he suffered from body dysmorphia, a condition where individuals obsess over imagined flaws in their appearance. This condition, combined with childhood trauma from being bullied for his looks, created the perfect storm for his addiction to surgery. Jackson rarely spoke directly about his surgeries, although he admitted to having 2 nose surgeries in his 1988 autobiography Moonwalk. However, he consistently denied the full extent of the procedures. At one point, he told journalist Martin Bashir, "I haven't had cosmetic surgery on my face, only on my nose. It helps me breathe easier to hit higher notes." The stark contrast between Michael Jackson's statement and the noticeable changes in his appearance underscores the severity of the body image issues he struggled with. His story serves as the ultimate cautionary tale about nose surgery. What begins as a simple correction can spiral into an obsession with multiple procedures, each attempt to fix previous mistakes ultimately damaging the natural structure beyond repair. Beyond the physical consequences, Jackson's altered appearance became inseparable from public perception, overshadowing his musical talent and humanitarian efforts. His nose became a symbol in popular culture, transforming a complex and talented individual into a caricature defined solely by surgical decisions that may have stemmed from deep psychological pain. These 10 cases expose the extraordinary risks celebrities face when chasing the perfect nose and the tragic consequences they endure as a result. Under the relentless pressure of the entertainment industry's strict beauty standards, many stars like Jennifer Grey, Michael Jackson, Rita Hayworth, and Lil' Kim chose to undergo nose surgeries not just for aesthetic reasons, but also to reshape their personal identities. These decisions reflect deep struggles with self-image and acceptance in an environment that demands conformity, often leading to the abandonment of their ethnic traits and natural unique features. However, this transformation brings with it a paradox. The pursuit of conventional beauty often erases the very features that made these stars stand out and become memorable. Jennifer Grey's case is a prime example where her surgery left her unrecognizable and interrupted a blossoming career. These changes are not just personal decisions, but also raise a larger question about the responsibility of the entertainment industry in perpetuating dangerous beauty standards and the long-term impact they have on the identity and lives of artists. From the golden age of Hollywood to today, the pressure to conform to increasingly narrow beauty standards has led many artists to sacrifice their natural appearance and sometimes their health in pursuit of uncertain surgical outcomes. While altering ethnic features, as seen with Rita Hayworth in the 1930s, was once considered necessary and even praised today, similar surgeries often face heightened scrutiny and criticism due to shifting cultural perceptions and the rise of social media, which both promotes diversity and amplifies appearance-related pressure. The important lesson drawn from these historical nose surgeries is that many natural features once considered flaws actually contribute to unique and distinctive personalities. Jennifer Grey's characteristic nose is a clear example, helping her stand out and leave her own mark. This underscores the importance of celebrating natural differences rather than chasing a uniform, perfect standard, while also raising the question of the value of diverse beauty in modern society. As surgical techniques continue to improve, the pressure to perfect one's appearance through nose surgery remains significant, particularly in entertainment industries, where looks are often viewed as currency. The challenge for today's stars, and indeed for all of us, is knowing how to distinguish between changes that enhance natural beauty and those that erase identity in pursuit of an idealized beauty that is often unattainable and ultimately hollow. We've explored 10 of the most controversial nose surgeries of celebrities, from questionable decisions to real disasters. These stories not only astonish us with their before and after images, but also prompt us to reflect on the price of perfection that many famous figures pay, from physical transformations to the profound impact on their careers and personal lives. What do you think about these surgeries? Do you agree with the stars chasing perfect beauty like this? Or do you believe cosmetic surgery is a personal right, and everyone should have the freedom to enhance their appearance as they wish? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions and stories. If you found this video interesting and helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next exciting topic.